Hello everybody, welcome back to Real Scent Review. Thanks for joining me again tonight. Thank you guys a lot for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. It excites me sharing knowledge about things that I like. And anyway, I hope you continue to enjoy what I have to offer. So, wow, tonight I'm very excited to review this one. I've been waiting a long time to do it. I've been waiting to get my hands on this particular fragrance for the better part of a year now. I've smelled it for the first time a year ago, and sometimes there are certain fragrances where upon smelling them it's just love at first sniff, so to speak. So this is definitely one of those for me. In fact, this is one of my absolute favorites of all time, like top 3 favorites. This is one of them, and I'm just gonna get right into it here. It's by Montale, as you can tell with this great packaging here. Classy. It's a nice, it's a bag. It has strings here. Pull it open. So the fragrance in question is Vetiver Patchouli. I can't even tell you how much I love this one. So nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and waste a spray. Very nice. So a little bit about the House of Montale. It's owned by Pierre Montale. Montale actually has a sister company called Mancera. I'm sure if you follow fragrances, if you've been following the fragrance industry and researching for a little bit, you've probably heard of scents like Cedrat Boisé, which is a very well-known fragrance in the same vein as Invictus. A lot of people compare that one to, sorry, not Invictus. That's Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus is what I meant. Sorry. Yeah, anyway. Montale, Mancera, both companies owned by the same person, and they're both niche houses. I would say on the scale of niche companies, Montale and Mancera are close to entry-level niche brands. That is not to say that they skimp on quality. What I mean by entry level is that most of their fragrances are very accessible to people. They're not polarizing, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2. However, Vetiver Patchouli, this one here is, in my opinion, probably the best, at least one of the best from either house. It's very different from any of their other offerings. Montale specifically is known for the inclusion of oud notes and musk and really sweet notes in their fragrances. This is not anything like what I just mentioned. As you can tell, it contains vetiver and patchouli. Now, this has a really unique opening. So, strangely enough, it might sound strange to you, this opens up with carrot. Fresh carrots, you kind of do a carrot, you know exactly what that smells like. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's maybe a touch mineralic, and it's accompanied by pink pepper. So you get a very slight, kind of spicy carrotness in the opening, which is, in my opinion, very unique. And of course, there's vetiver in the opening here, and the patchouli. Now it's kind of, the carrot and the pepper make themselves very apparent upon initial spray, but they only last 5-10 minutes. Those 2 notes do not stick around. They're there just for the opening, and very quickly after initial spray, the vetiver and patchouli come in. So all in all, this is a very earthy, woody, slightly spicy fragrance. It's just so good. So good. I can't even describe, how awesome this stuff is. And it's not overly complex. That's what really gets me here. It's not a complex fragrance. It's, like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 notes, because in the dry down there's a little bit of musk. But other than that, it's such a simple fragrance, but it really works. It's blended so well, so well. you know, and vetiver and patchouli being the main notes. So it's like I said, it's earthy and woody, but in a fresh, uplifting way. You know, a lot of people think of vetiver as an old man scent. Now, a lot of scents that contain vetiver as a main note, you know, do, I admit, give off, you know, maybe a dated type of smell. This it does not give that off at all. I'm not a fan really of old man type smells. I hate to say that, you know, but I'm I'm a fan of, you know, uplifting, mostly modern scents. You know what I mean? So barbershop fragrances with you know, that smell like typical Barbasol. Remember walking into barbershops? There's just that very distinct smell that is contained in a lot of, you know, older fragrances as well as vetiver, you know. So those two, barbershoppy fragrances and vetiver fragrances, all, you know, they tend to get a little bit of hatred in the fragrance community, especially for newcomers, especially for people who are used to modern fragrances. I digress. This is just, anybody would love this. Young people, old people, middle-aged people, anybody. And it garners a ton of compliments. This is probably my number two, the second fragrance from which I receive the most compliments. It's just insane. People love it, you know? It transcends age, it transcends anything, to be honest with you. It's just such a good scent. I can't get enough of it. I find myself, when I spray this, I find myself sniffing my hands all day. Or my wrists, wherever I spray it. So, like I said, it's not that it's a linear scent. It's just a little bit. It's not complex. It's simple. It is what it is. What you see is what you get. You know, what you smell is what you get. Better said. Now, like I said, it's earthy and woody, but in a fresh way. It's not earthy and woody in a you know, this doesn't make me think of a dark, damp forest. Like a lot of woody, darker scents kind of give off that damp, woody, nighttime, stuck in the middle of the woods vibe. This is not that. It's woody, earthy, but uplifting at the same time. And that opening with the carrot and the pink pepper is very unique to me. I think all around this is absolutely a 10 out of 10 fragrance, easily within my top 3 favorites. The only downfall, yes, there is a downfall, is the performance. This is not a beast mode fragrance, unfortunately, but I have a feeling if this were a beast mode fragrance, it would be so popular. It would be ubiquitous. Everybody would be wearing this. And then I think that would kind of lose a little bit of the magic, you know? It would make it lose a little bit of the magic if everybody was wearing this. Having said that, the performance is not terrible. I get about 6 hours longevity on my skin before it turns into a skin scent. That's not an extremely long time, but it's long enough, and this is one that I don't mind reapplying. The projection for the first hour is great. After the first hour, it dies down a little bit. The sillage is good, considering it's on the fresher side of things. The sillage is still great. Sillage. Sometimes I say one or the other. They both mean the same thing. Anyway, you know, performance, honestly, I guess it leaves a little bit to be desired, but the smell, the sheer quality of the blend and just the smell itself is, it just compensates for it. I love this stuff so much. And it's like, I've never not received a compliment while wearing this. Everybody loves it. And like I said, it's, I think this is also a fairly hidden gem, if I can say that. It's a hidden gem. I've never smelled anybody else wearing this. I discovered this by accident one day while I was in a store about a year ago. Other than that, I have not smelled this on anybody, which is, maybe it's a good thing and a bad thing, because I get to, I mean, I get to claim it all for myself, I guess, for lack of a better word. But yeah, it's, I highly recommend this to all of you. It could be a little bit expensive. Montale bottles come in 100 milliliter sizes, and for 100 milliliters, it's about $120 Canadian. Now, I absolutely think that that is worth the price. I would pay more than that in order to obtain this bottle, this Vetiver Patchouli. This is just magic in a bottle. Montale does offer a sample set, so what it is, you can get 5, I believe it's 5 2 milliliter bottles in a sample set. You can select 5 different scents from Montale, of which there are many to choose from. So yes, you can. That's one way to sample different Montales. They also have some other very nice scents, but this one by far my favorite from the house. Versatility, anywhere. You can wear this anywhere, anytime. That's part of the magic of it. You know, it would work well in a formal setting. It would also work well in a club, to be honest with you, even though I would never wear it to a club. But like I said, you could just wear this anywhere. It dresses up, it dresses down. Weddings, business meetings, you know, outdoor barbecues, dates, just anywhere. It works awesome. I would say it leans a little bit more cooler weather, so like spring and fall, perfect time. You could get it. You could wear this in the high heat. You could wear it in the cold winter, but I think it really shines in the spring and fall. Definitely a male composition. This is a male. It's a masculine scent, and I think it does lean, you know, a little bit on the mature side. You know, maybe age 20 and up. You know, it's not a juvenile fragrance by any means, but it's still very accessible, very wearable. You know, if you're a 20-year-old guy who's got himself put together, who's a little bit mature, I think people like that can absolutely pull this off. Anyway, there's so much more I could say about this, but I'm going to cut it there for tonight. Again, thank you guys for subscribing. Thanks for the likes, and thank you for watching my videos. I do this for you guys. Anyway, guys, Montale Vetiver Patchouli. Hope you've enjoyed.